And good morning, people. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Last time we made our way into the palace, found an obstacle, and, well, we spent a bit of time defusing it. After that had happened, well, Arn got in a bit of a scrape in the real world and had to bail to the metaverse. Brought along a passenger, Yusuke. On our way out, Yusuke awoke to his persona. And is now a part of our party. Goemon. So we now have 5 people in our party. All that's left for us to do is really find out where this treasure is, because that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for Madarame's heart. We've got 15 days, plenty of time. So what do we do next? Well, first we need to relax for the evening, because we've just come back from the metaverse. We won't be able to leave the cafe, but we can still do things inside. First up, it's been 16 days since the last time we did anything with this house plant, and we're going to use the mega fertilizer because that is the best amount of kindness that you can get. Five points of kindness. So that's a good thing. Still a long way off from being max on it, so we just need to keep things up. And well, that's everything we can do with that for the next 16 days. Outside of that, the only other thing we can really do is brew some coffee, make some more lockpicks. I don't really need any more lockpicks, I did that before. But I do want to catch up with something that I didn't do earlier, which is the DVD that I rented. I didn't have it at that point, so we're going to rent it out. Well, we're going to view it tonight, at least the first part.
You think I go out with her? What do I look like?
What? You liar! You told me you loved me just last night.
Don't know how close it is to the real thing, not something I've actually watched, but we'll just go that it's very close.
Hey!
And we get a bit of charm. 3 points.
Well then.
So, a fairly intense day. A fairly intense couple of days are over. Apparently everyone's complaining that they're tired. Can definitely feel that at the moment. Sunday 22nd. Oh, hello Takumi. Oh, new patients. How is it? Oh wait, we're not the cause of these rumours, but we're sort of pushing people in, and they're got the rumours out about you. Plus, the thing is ready for us.
Hey.
so we can spend some time with Takumi. Yes, we are. Is there really any doubt that we were going to do anything?
Well then.
It's also the Home Shopping Channel Day. I actually don't know how much money we gained from that. How much did we get? I'm up to 76,000 already. Well, I started out with the things at 29,000. That little grinding session gave me a fair amount, didn't it? That's actually good for me. Anyway, what we got on the shopping channel today? The Muscle Plus set. Some stronger lift S's, harder core S's, and AccuSpeed S's. And the Outdoors Kit. Master the elements of fire, ice and electricity to become a camping master. Free blow torches, free dry ices, and free magneto coils. Huh.
Hey.
I think I've got not sources of fire, ice, and electricity in my team now. The only one I've really didn't have a whole lot of last time beforehand was ice, but now with Yusuke in our team, we've got that. We've also got wind with Morgana if we need it. I think I'm going for the muscle supplement group. Who knows, I might make use of it. I actually can't remember how to make use of that, so yeah. But it is Sunday. So we are going to the underground walkway. Some freshly pressed juice is on our menu today.
What do you want?
The Yonsun Agiol. Kindness. Yeah, well, we're going to.
Nice.
So, another couple of points. Excellent. Do I need anything else for this? Not really. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're just going to go and speak to Takumi. So, off to the clinic. I still do have Mandrake with me, don't I? Just making sure. Yes, I do. Excellent. Has anyone ever studied the correlation between the rise in temperature and the rise in weirdos? Not that I'm aware of. Might be something to look into. Yeah, let's do a clinical trial. Old lady? Wow, you are getting some new patients coming in. Favourite handkerchief? Well, definitely don't want to lose that. Well, someone's getting a reputation. I wonder how much of a good thing that is. You seem a bit annoyed about it, though. Oh, yeah, it was our fault to begin with, wasn't it? And yeah, this is just a small clinic and you're the only staff member. It must be a lot of pressure. Are we also keeping you away from your research? Sweet smelling compress. Okay then. Yeah, a cold buster would do wonders as well. Wasn't Morgana, was it? You seem like you're having fun though.
Stop that.
Yeah, maybe, but it does suit you a little bit to do things not for just that one thing. Well, things change, and I'm sure things are looking up for you much more than it did before. We've helped you, you've helped other people. We're getting something in the long run as well. All good. Oh, yeah, we've got this clinical trial thing. So rank 6. Not quite rank 7 just yet. We're getting there. Not quite yet. Rank 7 is very important.
All right.
Oh,
Excellent.
what?
Maybe. And a couple points of guts, because, yeah, just dealing with that raises them.
Bye.
Doubled the dosage and halved the activation time. I'm surprised we've made it back alive. Well, anything for you. You've done enough for us. And yeah, you will find a way to compensate us. Once we get your next rank, it's more than enough. We'll get to that though. It's going to be a few days.
Ah, you're back.
Hey,
Speaking of what we're doing next, thank you, Morgana. Can't really do anything else. We could raise your Sajiro. We've still got plenty of time for him, though. Yoshida, on the other hand, actually is a little bit more time limited. Ooh, okay. Sorry about that. I just had to stretch out. Right, Yoshida, our politician. I did say that the first the time we saw him on the Wednesday just past was the first time. Didn't get him as a confidant, but this time we will. So let's get him as a confidant.
Please consider what I have to say.
We should make use of them to negotiate with shadows. And yes, we are going to. It's a very good idea.
Hmm?
Well, just want to do what you do. Just listening is a good start. And, well, we get to hold the sign.
And while our society appears to be prosperous, many of our young people are quietly suffering. They lack jobs, security, savings. The next generation will lead us into the future, and yet they have no plan for how to arrive there.
Watch where you're going, you little shit. You bumped into me, you old goat.
This isn't good.
Well, maybe we should mediate.
Yes, let's. Good citizens, please stop fighting. What is the point of bickering over such a trivial matter?
This is none of your business. Yeah, seriously, just shut up. What's with this guy?
Now, if you'll please excuse me, I must return to my speech. Together, we can create a bright future for the next generation.
Ugh. God, so righteous. That really annoys me. Enough of your arrogance, no good Torah.
What?
As if anyone would actually vote for you. Are you planning to embezzle funds again? Or maybe criticize one of your constituents again? You criminal!
No, that was all in the past. I've gone and done it again.
You did seem awfully flustered there. And all those accusations. Aren't you going to get mad?
I can't do that in my situation. Regardless, whenever someone calls me no good Torah, I panic. I went through quite an ordeal 20 years ago. Let me explain. I used to be a member of the National Diet. I was elected during the rise of the Kuramoto children. We were backed by powerful Diet members. This was about 20 years ago. I was very inexperienced back then, both as a politician as well as a human being. That inexperience led me to be involved in a series of major political scandals. People refer to my blunders as no good Torah's 3 strikes. The first was being caught missing a legislative meeting to take a personal vacation. Then, I was accused of embezzling a large sum of money from the party, giving me 2 strikes. Finally, I called a voter an idiot at an open forum, which resulted in scandal and strike 3. I was out and branded a washed-up politician. You said you wanted to become a member of the Diet. But do you see the man before you?
Yeah. But he still has that conviction and that perseverance. The Confidants have all have something in common with Joker. They all have something that Joker is looking for, looking to strengthen him. Yoshida is not no different.
Do you really want to receive my guidance?
He has the conviction, something we have, something we need, something we want to improve.
I'm happy to hear that. However, everyone says I have no chance to get elected. So why come to me?
Because the confidence you show at times is admirable.
You're doing a good job of cheering me up. But you may be right. The most important part about giving a good speech is believing in yourself. Perhaps one day I will believe in myself again. But you sure got me there. You're a strange young man. Very well. If learning how to give a great speech is what you seek, then I'd be happy to instruct you. In exchange, I would like for you to continue assisting me. Let's get started, shall we?
Something for something. As all the confidants are. We have a deal.
Staging your crimes with calling cards. It's hard to believe that a student could manage this alone. An adult. For example, someone talented enough to move people with words. Perhaps they coached you. Isn't that right?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the sun persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
So, the Sun, the man of the people, Yoshida.
All right.
Nothing to start off with, but we do need to build him up. One little bit about Yoshida as the Sun Confidant. He is on a time limit. I believe it's somewhere in October to November time where you cannot raise him as a confidant anymore. He's just not available. So we need to do something for him as soon as possible. You can only really raise him as a confidant on Sundays. He's only available on Sundays. And usually during the day, I believe. He's not available during the evening. I am going to be raising him pretty much every week, if possible, to get him to level 10 as soon as possible. So I don't need to worry about him as a confidant after that. And I can do it before the timer runs out.
Let's pursue your dream of becoming a member of the Diet. Oh my, we've been talking for far too long. Let's call it quits for today. You.
Hello again. Thought we were calling it quits. Oh, something you forgot to mention. Yeah, let me write it down. Every Sunday. So we're welcome to drop by and help whenever we get the time.
Well then, I shall see you again soon.
Good timing. I wanted to tell you something.
Okay. What did you want to tell us, Shusuke?
Madarame was talking to a lawyer. I suppose he's serious about suing. I think we should advance our plans. Why don't we go to the palace today?
Let's prepare first.
True. You never know what will happen in the palace. We should prepare thoroughly. It's good having a calm, rational person nearby. I'm counting on you.
The fun thing about that, though, is we are actually going to the palace today.
Oh, have you heard?
Artists with that good an eye are rare in Japan. Are you sure we're talking about the same Madarame here? Wonder if he has synesthesia. One of the English terms that come from Greek root words. It's a condition where senses can cross over each other, such as music as colour. So you can listen. People say you can taste the sound of music. That's what they're speaking about here. Synesthesia. Some sense combinations are more common than others. So we're staring off into space, so that means we get a question. The root words of synesthesia are syn and aphesis, or aesthesis, something like that. What do they mean? It's all Greek to you. Well, that's where they come from originally, so let's give it a try. Let's start with syn. Synergy, synchronicity, synthesis. They all have something in common, and that is together. Being a combination of something. Aesthesis, aesthetics. Not sure if that's the same, but senses. If you were listening in on what Miss Cherno was saying, this is all about senses. How they cross over from one to another. So what the full word means is that senses come together.
This is it.
Good.
Yeah, it isn't something you can learn though. It is something. I think it's more of a affliction. It's more in the terms of affliction than an actual talent. Well, yeah, that affliction more than something you learn. So really, don't aim for it. If you've got it, it'll show itself. Instructed his orchestra to play the colour purple. said to see colours in letters, and so on and so forth. Again, taste the sound of music.
Nice going.
All that for a couple of points in knowledge. Yes, please. Seeing colours in letters and sounds, feeling shapes in flavours and numbers. It's another form of cognition.
I see. Hey,
13 days left. What are the plans for today? We are going in.
there's way too much pollen in the air.
We could talk to the councillor. It is Monday. But we've got things to do. First thing I need to do though is go round buy some certain items. The SP recovery items from the vendors. I also need to go to the library, so we'll do that one first. But you won't be able to raise your guts anymore. Oh, interesting. So we can now raise knowledge quite nicely in the library, but we won't ever be able to raise guts here. So if we want to raise guts while studying, the diner is the actual only place that we can do it. Huh, interesting.
What would you like?
We're here to return a book though.
Thank you.
Since we've finished reading it, we're going to borrow another one though. Yusuke has joined us, which has actually opened up a choice here. Remember, these are all based off of our personas. The Great Thief being Arsene, Pirate Legend being Captain Kidd, Zoro being Zoro, the Alluring Dancer being Carmen. The Gallant Rogue is Goemons. And this book raises guts.
Here.
So yes, we're going to read that. Anyways, now that that's done, I'm going to go and buy some drinks. Right. And, well, I've joined you now in the TQ building at the Ginza Line gate, because this is where our hideout is now. Just along there is the walkway. We're jumping into the palace. We're aiming today for the treasure room. So let's go, shall we?
Yusuke, we still need to explain the basics to you, don't we?
Oh, you mean about the metaverse and the nav? Yeah, I guess that stuff is pretty important.
Please elaborate.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. First, the metaverse spots where we act as the Phantom Thieves are called palaces. Palaces are worlds that take form from someone's cognition, a materialization of their reality.
So do we each hold palaces within ourselves as well?
No, not just anyone will have one. It's primarily those with strong, distorted desires.
They basically gotta be criminals. Real bastards like Kamoshida or Madarame.
On the other hand, palaces can't exist within persona users. It's just impossible for them to form. Basically, your persona is the true feelings of your heart, which arise from accepting your inner shadow. Then, since you have full control over your emotions, there's no way your desires can get distorted.
So that's how it works.
Obviously, I knew that. Oh yeah, and we use the Metaverse Nav app on our phones to get into that world.
It's actually pretty simple. Just say a person's name, location, and distortion, then you're in.
Location?
So like, Madarame's would be shack. Then his distortion is that he thinks it's a museum.
How do you know what their palace is going to look like if you've never set foot in it before?
That part's kind of like a quiz or something. It'll probably get pretty tricky from here on out, too.
I feel as though I have a good grasp on the basic concepts. If anything arises which I fail to understand, I'll rely on those more experienced than myself.
Yeah, I got you covered, newbie.
You should probably ask Morgana if you need anything.
Thinking back to Madarame, though, I can't believe he'd consider pressing charges.
Yes, I've never seen him show such anger before. He is most likely quite serious about that.
What should we do? There's no way we'll be able to win if that happens.
He likely won't act on that threat until the final day of the exhibit, June 5th. Simply put, I doubt he would be so foolish as to taint his name with a trial during his exhibition.
Alright, so we just gotta steal Madarame's heart by then? There's no way we're gonna let him press charges. We'll show people who he really is.
So, again, nothing has changed. We've still got the same amount of time, and we've still got the same goal in mind. So, yeah.
We cannot overlook this.
So, what's our status?
We're going at a pretty solid pace. As long as we don't get carried away. Do need to remember that the second half of the palace is usually more dangerous than the first.
That's it for that meeting.
This is no different, but we're going in
Alright,
anyway.
I'm gonna bust loose.
Wait.
I do have a bit of things to prepare though.
We haven't decided on the new recruit's code name yet.
This too.
It has to be Kitsune. You know, with that Kitsune mask and everything.
Hell yeah, that really leaves an impression.
Are you talking about me?
What do you want your name over here to be?
I'd say Da Vinci.
Nope. Well, you've got that mask like On said, and there's that weird tail. Alright, you're Aburage.
Very well.
He's agreed to it?
It's decided then. Aburage.
Nuh-uh, not happening. Do you have any ideas, Joker?
Let's just keep it simple, shall we?
Oh, just keep it literal, huh? Sounds good to me.
What do you think, Fox?
It's acceptable.
It's set then. Let's go.
One small issue.
By the way, we should have Joker decide who our starting lineup is from here on out.
Starting lineup? You mean the ones who'll be going in first?
Yeah. Now that Fox has joined us, it'll be harder to move around as a group. We'll stand out more too. Considering how we've operated to this point, we should have 4 starters. Anyone else can be backup.
And I guess we always gotta have our leader with us, right?
Exactly. That's why we'll have Joker choose the remaining 3.
And what should the backup do? Would it be best for them to stay outside of the palace?
No. They should come in as well, but maintain a reasonable distance from the main group. In other words, the starting lineup is the first wave of our infiltration force. Well, we'll leave the team composition to you, Joker.
So we can now change teams. 4 party members is the max. So that's where we start. One thing to note, do it now. You're the only person in the team. My team is Ryuji, Arn and Yusuke. Morgana, I'm actually going to be taking that Frey item off of him, off them. The Atom Ring can go back to the normal starter one, and that is going on to Yusuke. Other than that, I think we're okay. Right now, though, I need to make a save because this next little bit I need to make sure I do right. I'm going to go do some fusions. And, well,
Do you need something?
I'm following a very sort of set line that I've made up. I've got a number of things that I want to build up, and you need to remember I've only got 8 spaces. I can't hold everything at the same time ready for it. Just to make it known though, this is my own guide. I'm not following any others. This is my own choices. So please don't think that I'm following a guide on what the best personas are. I am not. I am just doing my own thing with this. If they're good, they're good. If they're not, I pay the price, I guess. Are we getting accustomed to infiltrating palaces? Somewhat. We haven't obtained a truly acceptable number of personas yet. No, we've still got a lot that we need to make, or find, or recruit. We need to uncover the full potential of the wild card. This next assignment is not mandatory, but a test of strength. So what is the assignment?
Now,
Bring in the mask that the twins here are asking for. They want a Jack Frost. However, let's not make it easy on us. Needs to have Mabufu too.
listen up, inmate.
This one is fairly easy because Jack Frost actually learns Mabufu through level up. So all I need to do is really just level up a Jack Frost.
Farewell.
It's not mandatory for your rehabilitation, but you'll be handsomely rewarded for it. Yeah, I'm just going to point out, they said test of strength. Anyways, let's start creating personas. I'll show what I've got at the end, but I'm actually going to be fulfilling 2 requests of the twins in this. And once I've got those 2 particular personas, I will talk to them and I will show what we get as reward for it. And then skip to the end to finish up and show what I've got. So yeah, I will be back in but a moment, speaking to the twins.
Are you finished? What?
Okay, I have the 2 personas that they've been asking for. So let's talk to them. Remember, test of strength.
What?
Check the status of your penal labor. I have a Jack Frost with Mabufu.
It seems you brought the specified persona. Huh. Fine, I'll take it. By the way, your personas are super weak. Not that I'm surprised, inmate. Though I guess you deserve at least some praise for finishing your penal labor. You might actually complete your rehabilitation. In order to promote that process, we would like to offer you the use of a new facility. Huh. It
It's rare to see you smile, Justine.
You are the smiling one, Caroline. Did something happen to make you so joyful?
Me? Hey, are you laughing at us?
Maybe a little. But you do have a cute smile.
Know your place, inmate.
As wardens, we simply feel satisfaction in seeing your rehabilitation progress. That is the extent of it. I find it upsetting that you would see such a matter as a source of amusement.
It's like you forget where you are, inmate. You've got some real guts, though. With that spirit, you should have no trouble making progress.
Very well, then. If you have the will to continue your penal labor, we can grant you greater freedom within this prison. It is a deal between us, the wardens, and you, the inmate.
Not like you have the right to turn it down, though. Hard work is what you're meant to do, inmate.
A deal with Caroline and Justine. A test of strength.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the strength persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
The test of strength, indeed. Our twin wardens are the strength arcana. And they, through our raising this confidence, which you get through completing their requests, give you new ways to fuse and create powerful personas. This time, Group Guillotine allows you to fuse 3 personas to create a powerful new one.
All right.
Now, it's time for your next task.
Farewell.
And they're asking for Ame no Uzume with the skill Fray. I had Ame no Uzume before, but it didn't know Fray. So I sort of had to abandon that one, but I created a new one. And yes, it does have Fray.
Hey,
And because I've got it on me, straight up, they just say, oh wait, you've got it.
Huh? It would seem... Very well.
Well, you're a confidant. We should work towards gaining you as our, gaining you on our side, really. We do. You've given us this task. We might as well complete it to the best of our ability. Well, it helped knowing what it was beforehand.
yeah.
So, what's next on the list? They'll get increasingly difficult as time goes. No surprise there. But what list are you talking about?
Hey, inmate.
I know you've got a board there with what might be the list on it, but I'd like to know it in advance, if possible.
Listen up, inmate.
Better give everything you've got. Yeah, we'll deal with it. Strength rank 2.
All right.
Nothing extra here. But we need another task to get the next one.
Farewell.
We are very close to being able to do the next one though.
Now,
But Florus with Tarokaja.
Hey,
Let's have a look at the group guillotine, shall we?
Do you have business with me?
the inmate needs our guidance.
So,
let's execute them.
the advanced fusion group guillotine.
Can you gather them up?
The top one is what we're looking for. The devil persona Florus. We need those 3 materials. We can't make it yet. We're level 17, Florus is level 19. There's no chance of us being able to make it, at least not until we're done with this palace. So I'm going to hold off on it, because I can't do anything else. But there are plenty of other ones where we're going to that need a whole lot of things, and we'll gain a few as we go along. Heck, I'm almost ready done with that one. Interesting. Including a couple of special downloadable content ones which seem to be on that list. Don't expect me to create a number of these anytime soon. Florus I will be doing to get that the strength confidant up a little bit more. But a number of these other ones I don't think are necessary. I think maybe 1 or 2. But we'll get to that. Anyways, I need to continue with my fusing, and I will be back once it's done, and I'll show you the ones I have got. Luckily, when they say they'll take them, they don't actually take them. They're still in your personal inventory. So yeah, back in a little bit longer. Okay, that is done. Yeah. You might remember those personas I had before. Well, I've got 1 from that I had before. Let's say hello to my new, well, actually 2. Let's say hello to the ones I've got now. Ame no Uzume. Slight changes. It's still mostly the same, to be perfectly honest. But this one just has Frey and Zio and Growth 1. It's a little better. This was the request, and I didn't see any reason to throw it away. Also, it's Lover's persona, so I'm going to get extra bits for Arn when I do confidant stuff with her. Matador, the Deaf persona. Currently has striking weight. When you create personas, I forgot to show this, but you have the choice of the traits that you can pass on. It can either be the one that it would normally come with, the one that it could that is the part of the first fusion material, or the second fusion material, or finally there are sometimes bonus ones that appear, and they can be chosen as well. For this one, I've chosen strengthens physical skills by 20%. I've only got Cleaver as a physical skill. Soon I'll have a double shot, but it's the one after that which I'm aiming for to be leveled up as the target for this particular persona. So I do want it to be level 21 before I sort of leave here today. Suzaku, Sun Persona. I've just gained the Sun Confidant. Might as well pick up a Sun Persona for it. Naturally comes with Frey. This is where I got Frey for Ame no Uzume, I believe. Let me just check my things. Yeah. To get it on Ame no Uzume, I had to have this one, pass it on to another persona, then from that persona create Ame no Uzume. It was a little bit involved. Also has Tarunda, decreases attack for one foe for 3 turns. Marin Karin. Back to that in a moment. Medea and Zio. Also we'll be learning Dikunda for removing stat debuffs on all allies at level 18. Marin Karin though. I said earlier that Succubus lost Marin Karin as a skill in favour of Domina between the original version and this. Marin Karin has the high chance to brainwash a foe. Brainwash, I believe, is one of the strongest statuses in the game. Because not only does it is it really a most powerful confusion, they attack their allies. I believe if they're alone, it's the same as confusion, but if they're with allies, they attack each other. Yeah, Marin Karin is amazing. It's got a lot of hate for certain games, from what I've heard, certain Persona users. But yeah, I'm going to be making use of that. I've got a few fights coming up in the future that I definitely got in mind for it. Shisa. We had this before. I've just brought it back. I did use it as a Persona fusion piece. It's back with us again. It's strong against physical attacks. That's very good, actually. Orobas, Hierophant. Oh, what was the other? Oh, never mind. I thought there was something else about Suzuka, but there isn't. Orobas, Hierophant, Persona. Given it the intense focus to strengthen magical skills when targeting one foe, and got Agi, Iha, Garu. Also it's got Miragi and a few others, but what I'm looking forward to is actually this one. Marakunda. Decreases defense for all foes for 3 turns. That could be useful. And finally, Kaguya. Mighty Gaze. Strengthens magic skills targeting all foes by 20%. This is a DLC. However, I did not buy this. I said at the start that the only reason I would get a DLC is if I made it myself. I would not buy it for 0. I made this. If you would like to know what I made it from, well, it's a little bit more involved. Basically, it came from an Apsaris, which I had before, and a Hypixie. Hypixie was made up from the Jack Frost and the Shisa I had before. The Jack Frost that I wanted in the that I got for the request, and the Shisa I had before made Hypixie. Hypixie went into this with Apsaris. Yes, I did not buy this for free. I made it myself. I haven't put in the effort, so I have no qualms about using it. It hasn't lost any of its strength or anything like that. Let's show it. Shining Arrows. This is its unique skill. This is unique to Kaguya. It's not found on any other persona in the game. Light bless damage to all foes 6 to 8 times. Combine that with Mighty Gaze for strengthening magic skills targeting all foes by 20%. Yeah. I believe the original trait for this was High Counter, or something like that, which increases counter damage by 3 times, which is important for another one. But also Meta Armor, medium healing for all allies, not too bad. These are very expensive. 22 SP and 12 SP is still expensive. Counter Strike, 15% chance of reflecting physical attacks. That's where that triple counter comes into play. But I didn't want that because I've got a lot of all attacks. Mafrai came from because I got the Jack Frost from fusing Regent with a Kate Sith, I believe, to get Jack Frost, and gave it a number of skills. Mafrai and Mazio are two I've kept along the way. Frey is something that I've kept along the way as well, and same with Bufu. So she's got single targets and multi-targets. Divine Grace increases the effect of healing skills by 50%, so Meta Armor isn't just a very powerful heal right now, it's even more powerful because of Divine Grace. And Amrita Shower will be learnt at level 18, cures all non-special ailments for all allies. Yeah, these DLCs are very powerful. There's no doubt about that. But as long as I make them and put the effort of making them myself in, I don't see any reason why they should not be used. So that's what I've got with me. Just 6 personas right now. These six should be more than enough. Anyways, let's move on, shall we? Got a little bit of time left on this part, so let's head over to the Central Garden.
We're here. What do we do next?
We move on.
Let's do it.
I do want to make sure I don't lose that, though, of what I've just done. Anyways, let's go, shall we?
Okay.
We've opened this way. The security is not on, the doors are not shut. We can move forward. Oh, we helped a little bit. So, off we go. I don't think there's really anything in this garden for us to pick up.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think there is, so let's just move on. We've beaten the guard that was in the way. However, don't think you're out of the woods just yet. Let's see about getting past this one.
All right.
Okay, we're done. Hurry up and move on.
Yep, we are done. So, yeah, Morgana, we're going to need your SP. Luckily targeted Ryuji, who's got the most HP of the group at the moment, so yeah. Anyways, we had that item from before that was buzzing to us.
Oh,
Hey.
So, another map. And there's our treasure.
It looks like.
Not really that far to go. It feels. Yeah, there is a bit of a distance though. Anyways, let's move on. There's a chest of over here with a revival bead. I will take those.
I have something.
And let's not forget to pick up some treasure along the way as well, shall we? I do still need money. Treasure chests. Those ones are a little bit more difficult to get to.
It's somewhere.
Do I want to go that way? Oh, yes I do, but I can't exactly go through the door there, can I?
Shadow, what do we do?
This room is a little bit more difficult to navigate because,
I can see it.
as you can see, it's a wide open room and they are just patrolling.
Joker!
There's a couple of chests in there. We can't get to them just yet.
Treasure chest spotted. Show me your true form.
They are fully surrounded by lasers. Yeah, on Meraki. We know their weaknesses.
Weak against those.
You know what? I think this is a good opportunity to show off shining arrows, because why the heck not?
Sacred tempest.
Right in their weak spot.
Might have been a bit overkill.
Victory!
Okay.
Yeah, don't think I'm going to be using that a whole lot.
To me.
There's a very good reason why I won't be, because of I've still only got a limited MP pool. I don't want to use it all.
Okay.
That's all
Ah,
it takes for
so
me.
those are done. Yeah, as you can see, they're completely surrounded by lasers. I need a way to turn this off. So let's find that, shall we? And well, there's a chest.
Joker, there's a chest.
Thief at heart. Oh, nice. And whatever that item is. Raises defense for all allies for 3 turns. Yep, I'll take one of those.
Hey, there's a strong-looking one over there. We've seen that kind before.
His stance conveys the notion that he is no ordinary foe.
I think the control room's behind him. He's probably guarding it to make sure nobody gets too close. However, we'll need to disarm the security if we want to ensure we have a safe infiltration route. Forcing our way through seems to be our only option.
So, yeah. We've got no other route through at the moment. I don't think we can get to the other side.
I can feel it.
Over there. Let's have a try. No, completely blocked off, so we can't get over there just yet. So we'll just go the fun way of going forcefully through this enemy.
Who are you?
How did we get in here? It was fairly simple, actually.
Well, that won't be the case here.
Ah, hello to you too. Monk of the Valley and a couple of Foolish Monks. We already know that the Foolish Monks are weak against ice. But let's do that instead. Yeah, that's not good. Can you not have that, please? Okay, it looks like you want that. Yeah, let's show off Rampage. 1 to 3 chance, so not guaranteed to get a full amount of damage, but it's still fairly good. This Monk of the Valley, I don't believe is weak against ice. I suppose we should try it first. No. Interesting. I didn't realise that you were summoned enemies. Let's move through that one.
Looking cool, Joker. Shadow's weaknesses. I don't see a weakness.
Let's try... No, know what? Let's bad and pass it to you, and let's try Miragi. Well, I burnt you. Let's make sure you don't have any health. Well, don't have any attack power, and headbutt.
This is my other self. Goemon, strike!
You got on the ground. I knew you could do it, Fox.
I'll definitely take criticals, which means this might be over.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, that was over. So that actually went better than my original. I didn't know that he summoned, which sort of made his attack up a moot point, really. And that's levels.
Power courses through me.
And a media card.
Whew, that guy was tough. I guess that's just par for the course in a palace.
It really was on a totally different level from the other enemies, though.
He dropped some sort of card.
Skill cards. Special type of item used to teach a persona a particular skill. Can be used on only on the personas that that Joker has in his stock. So you can't use them on, say, Yuji. And they are consumed on use.
I've never seen anything like it.
Ain't it just some kind of loot? Come on, let's get back to exploring.
Yeah, they can only be used on Joker and only one use per card. I don't really need Medea on a persona. I've got plenty of healing options on my current ones, but it might be useful later.
I have something.
Anyways, let's pick up a chest.
Oh,
Yeah, it's locked. Yeah. I've got lockpicks. Yubitachi.
Oh,
This is, well, a weapon for Fox. So already just a little way into the palace and we get a better weapon for him. I'll take it. Anyways, let's see about removing this particular
indeed.
security net. It needs a password as well. Looks like we're on the lookout for some more people, because, well, we can't get past that without it. Wait, aren't these the same guards that changed the other password? Having trouble coming up with a good one. For now, I set it to the numbers for Lord Madarame's feet.
I don't know.
That's an interesting little puzzle for us. And, well, it's not like we can go through that way at the moment, so let's trail back a bit. And, well, we've got enemies in the way.
I'll reveal your true form.
That one is no joke. Be careful. It's weak to bless attacks. Do we have any ready?
I've got a couple, but I'm actually going to save that for Yusuke, to Fox. The Night Chimera. We faced one as a mini-boss, now we've got the full one here. This one
Weak to fire.
hasn't changed its weakness. So, let's go fire.
Looking cool, Joker.
Let's bat and pass over to Fox. Let's
Pass the baton and follow.
let's blow this one up.
Ah, nice one, Fox.
I am thou. Goemon, strike!
Marvelous. Nice. It exploded. Nice job, Panther. Great, huh? You took them all out.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely want some money because, yeah, I used up a lot for my fusing, so I need to build that up again.
Show me your true form.
All right. The first move is ours. Don't bother with ice attacks.
No, I
No
won't.
weaknesses I can see.
Possessing Dog Ghost. You've heard of Long Cat. Say hello to the long dog.
You're mine.
Luckily enough, I do know that one's weakness.
Looking cool, Joker.
So,
Not over yet.
hello there, Skull. Would you please cast Zio on this one? Oh, okay, I thought it was weak against electric. Where have I gone wrong there for that?
You're so gorgeous, Panther. No weaknesses I can see.
Did I get it wrong in its wind? That might be the case. Anyway, let's kill this one.
We got him on the ground. This
Or
knew you could do it, Fox.
knock it down. Unfortunately, because it's currently shocked, it can't actually speak to me.
Words aren't getting through.
Yeah, because it's got a status element. It can't. We can't actually speak to it, and I didn't mean to actually.
All according to plan.
A spectacular victory.
break away from that. Should have done a all out, but yeah, nothing too special. Just need to get its correct weakness.
Man, that was easy.
I might have just thought it was electric when it was actually wind. Anyway, Madarame's feet. We do have a statue here which has feet. Here we praise our most holy Lord Ichirushi Madarame, the one ray of hope in this deprived world. He stands alone as his two adept hands paint into the future. None shall ever match his excellence. There are numbers there. One ray of hope stands alone with two adept hands. None shall match him. Which means password is 1120.
Nice.
So let's go back and do that. This should deactivate the security. Should. Knowing our luck, you'll actually make it even more pronounced. Or we could turn it off and we'll be all sorts of free. Do we want to go this way when we've got those items just hanging there? No. We want those items.
Oh.
One has the lock. You know what we've got? Lockpicks. So a bead chain. I have no idea what that does. And some dizzy vials. Bead chain. Oh, it's a HP item. Fully restores HP of all allies. Interesting. That could be useful. Did that open up the security for this way? No, it did not. So we do have a certain way to go. Interesting pictures.
See it.
And there's no way that way. So where are we meant to go?
This is amazing.
What is it with this painting? Are you okay? It entered the painting. Okay, so jump in.
I won't forgive you.
So we're in the painting. Okay, can we move?
Oh,
So we can move from painting to painting.
Joker.
Yeah, so all we can do is move along them and jump out.
How foolish.
So we've got another way of getting around the palace. We can actually jump into the paintings themselves.
I have something.
Interesting little thing to add here. Add on this, isn't it? We can jump down, but what does that give us when we haven't actually got anywhere? Ah, here I see.
Hey.
I should have known.
Okay. And we're on the other side. Nice. Yeah.
Ceiling. There might be a safe room around here.
And there is, and we are going to get into it.
It's somewhere.
There is an enemy on the other side though. Let's get this first.
True form.
Anything new?
Alright, the first room is ours.
Yep, they're weak against ice. Sorry, weak against wind. Okay, that's good to know.
This isn't it.
Not over yet. Persona. Carmen. Say that again, Dancer. Another baton pass.
Let's go. Coelho, strike!
Ah, nice one, Fox. This is a holdup.
Everyone, with me!
This'll
The finale.
Okay.
Okay,
nothing.
they're down. Let's make our shortcut back. Still an Amosite, and well, make our way to the safe room.
A safe room. Oh, thank goodness.
So we've now got another safe room along the way. Next time we'll continue on. We now know we can jump into paintings. That could be important. So until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.
Let's do it.